So I started putting sealer on. And in the new section, I'm just having to avoid the joints. So I just very lightly put a coat on the flat surfaces because I don't want to make the joints where they can't breathe because they need a cure. But this stuff's really looking good. It's foundation armor, and I got it from Lowe's. You can see the difference before and after. The left side, of course, being after coated, and the right side not. How it's faded even over the summer, but this stuff gives it a nice, makes it look darker, looks nice. And this is just one coat. I'll put at least 2 coats on it. So I went ahead and gave it a full coat, got the coat finished. And given that it's a really nice day out, it's not too hot, it's mild. And I'm rolling it on, so I'm not putting it on real thick. I just went ahead and did a second coat right over top of it, because it was just a little bit tacky when I got done with the one. I know they say wait 24 hours, blah, 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 but whatever. One light coat followed by a second light coat that I rolled on. In this area here with the new, I just had to be careful to make sure I was just putting a light coat on so I don't cover the joints, so the easy joint doesn't get isolated from air, because it needs that air to cure. So I just did that real lightly, so I don't think that'll be a problem. And we'll see tomorrow. Maybe go ahead and put a third coat on. And it really looks nice. I've got to get a sprayer. I'll probably get some xylene. And actually, I got the sprayer, but I need some xylene. I'm going to go ahead and spray the retaining wall too. So I'm glad I got a 5-gallon, because I'm going to use the majority of it. So very pleased with this. I'm really glad getting this sealant part done. Get this part done so I can actually, and then get the lights wired up so I can actually say I'm done completely. So when it's all said and done and the patio's completed, I ended up using all 5 gallons of sealer. I put 4 coats on everything, which turned out really nice. I'm not sure if it'll show up in the video real well or not, but it really darkened the color of the pavers nicely. And it was literally just taking a brush and a roller and rolling it on. I mean, nothing scientific to it. You could also spray it on. I opted to go ahead and go with a roller because I didn't want to cover up the easy joint since it is semi-permeable. If I were to coat it, then it would no longer be permeable. So it turned out very, very nicely. One other thing I did too, I was having a little bit of issue right in here with the corner shifting just a bit. Wasn't much. You can see right here there was a little gap there, a couple of gaps along that line that weren't there when I first put this in after a few months. So I went back, got a 3-foot 1/2-inch masonry bit from Amazon, and just for future proofing, just to make sure, as you can see these little holes, I haven't figured out a better way to cover them up yet, but I went all the way through with my SDS Plus drill. I have a Bosch drill. Now, under those caps, I do have holes drilled there too, but I decided to pull those caps off when I did that. But I went ahead and drilled all the way around here and anchored 1/2-inch rebar down all the way through, about 5-foot pieces or so, 4 or 5 foot pieces. But well, yeah, I think about 4-foot pieces. Trying to go through. The idea being that each stone would have 2 pieces going through it, so just to try to lock everything together. And since I've done that, nothing has even budged at all. Nothing moved one little bit. And I figured that would do the trick, just to make sure. These pavers aren't really meant for tight. I don't know. I don't think they're set up real well for real tight curves like this. And the landscaping adhesive, it'll hold them, but it will stretch. So, and that's what was happening. Like I said, it wasn't bad. It's really very, very little, but I didn't want it to become a problem down the road, possibly. So, having said that, all said and done, I'm very pleased with the product. I'm glad, really, really like the way that the acid wash worked well. Got most of the effervescence off. The sealer kind of helped blend everything and darkened most of it. And it turned out really well. We've had some really nice fires out here. And as it's fall now and the leaves are falling and it's getting cool out, we hope we can continue to do so. I hope this whole video series was a help to somebody if you decide to do something like this. If you want to ask me questions, I don't know a lot, but I can help you however I can. As much as I can, I will try. So thank you for watching.